I had something on my mind I'd love to discuss, and I get these questions all the time about people that, let's say, are they aspire to be great, which is awesome. And I think the immediate mindset that a lot of people have, definitely as they see a lot of people that see other successes, that see success in, let's say, the industry that they're in. We're talking about entertainment. I get a lot of guys reaching out to me about comics and being into that space. Let's say that, and they want to do something along the lines of what we did, which is, of course, a doable thing. There'll inevitably be people that go do it, and there's going to be somebody that does it better than we did, and or rather makes more money, let's say, than we did. That's the great thing about this whole parallel economy and the alternatives. But I think people, you're off to the wrong foot, or off on the wrong foot, if you are immediately thinking that you absolutely have to be the head honcho. Y'all need to understand what that comes with. You need a creative bone in your body. You need the business bone in your body. Most people don't have both of those. And you're going to wear a lot of hats, and you're going to work harder than you ever had. If you want those results, that's what you have to be. You have to understand markets. You have to be able to identify a lot of stuff that comes with it out of the creative stuff. And I think there's a lot of people that are just creative and they want to do that. And they're like, well, it's a cool thing to do, owning your own stuff and all that. I think that taming your expectations is very important. But also you need to understand that you can still work within an independent scene without being the sole owner, right? There's other hats to wear. Rippaverse is very much independent. I'm the 100% sole owner. There's no investors. I say this a million times. We obviously got employees, do we not? We got artists that work for us or work with us, writers, all of that stuff. And they can contribute to this independent sort of effort and contribute a lot, obviously reaping the benefits, getting the kickbacks. Chuck Dixon, Saskas, we're going to be developing this universe over the next years or so. And that's exciting, by the way. But seriously, like it's a place for everybody. And I think that you need to focus on what you do well. And if what you do well isn't, let's say, business, for example, and it's just strictly creative, it's vital that you get with someone else that understands business. Is it one of those deals where, you splitting it and you're like working directly with someone, sharing the ownership, or if you're just contributing to someone else's, let's say, independent, let's say, company. But understanding who it is that you are and what you bring to the table is what you have to first figure out. Don't bite off more than you can chew, mainly because I don't want to see people getting disappointed, because you get into it with these unrealistic expectations. What we did isn't the norm. It's not the standard. It's not anything that we didn't just stumble across it and get lucky, but a lot needs to go right for something like that, like the Rippaverse, to happen and have back-to-back entering into a second multi-million-dollar campaign. There's a lot that goes into that. And it's not just you have a great idea or you're even good at what it is that you do, putting pen to pad and just creating. That's not how it works. So I think getting with people, first of all, understanding where you fit in this, and that's only for you to really understand and figure out, because you only know your talents and your drive and your aspirations. Tame them, understand what that is, tame it, and then go act accordingly. And if that means being a business owner and doing what it is that I do, awesome. But be honest with yourself. And if that's not the case, cool. I get people that say, hey, I got this idea. I want to do that. I'm starting my own thing. All right, great. That's a great start. You're starting to conceptualize things. You're putting these ideas out there so you can flesh them out. But what happens next is what happens next. That's the reality. And what that looks like is going to be determined by what you can do, what is in your individual capacity. And sometimes you just need to work with someone else. You can do it by yourself. I don't do it all by myself. Despite me being the owner, the Rippaverse does not happen without these rock stars that I have for this company. So understand that there's a spot for you in this parallel economy if you have a general skill set and there's a demand for what it is that you do. It's not either do nothing or be the 100% owner and do everything. There's a lot in between that goes there. And I want you guys to consider that. Know your strengths. You know them. You know them better than anybody else. Be honest. Be realistic with your expectations. And I think what you'll end up finding is not only success, but you'll be happy in what it is that you're doing because you're doing fulfilling work. It's what you're good at. It's what you enjoy doing. It's you're not biting off more than you can chew. And that's fulfilling work. And you can get paid very well, definitely in this independent space if you bring some sort of demand. Nobody owes you money, but you can make a lot of money. There's a lot of money to be made here. So get out there, go grind, get it, and just be smart about the actions it is that you're sort of taking when you want to take that leap of faith and enter into this like independent scene, and you're trying to find out where exactly you fit in that. If you like this video and want to get into a new comic book universe, visit Rippaverse.com. Our first campaign for ISOM 1 hit $3.7 million, and the pre-order campaign for ISOM 2 is currently live. So go check it out and watch the official launch trailer, which is the first animation of Rippaverse Studios.